watching Morning at NTV.
Karibu sana. Welcome to Wednesday's edition once again of Morning at NTV. I am Priscilla Regina Naloga. Challenge yourself to learn some Swahili. It's the way forward, and it's a government, initiative. Away from that, we get to also look at our tech note this morning, investing in girls' rights, our leadership, our responsibility, our well-being. Now, the backbone of this discussion is that on the 11th of October 2011, the United Nations General Assembly passed a historic resolution designated October 11th as the International Day of the Girl Child. Now, this significant global observance serves to recognize and uphold the fundamental rights of girls, acknowledging the unique challenges they confront worldwide. The occasion presents an invaluable opportunity to unite the international community in reflecting upon the progress achieved in advancing the rights of girls all over the world, and in the past decade, more specifically identifying areas requiring further attention and renewing the unwavering commitment to this noble cause. Additionally, it also provides us a platform of amplifying the voices of girls and young women, granting them a central role in critical conversations and empowering them to convey essential messages that can drive transformative change in the eyes of decision makers. Now, in commemoration of this year's International Day of the Girl Child, under the theme Invest in Girls, Our Leadership, Our Well-Being, the GUP Initiative Uganda has organized a 2-week celebration. Throughout this period, a multitude of events are going to be unfolding across the diverse venues and platforms, all contributing to the mission of celebrating and championing the International Day of the Girl Child. And I'm privileged to have these young ladies joining me for this discussion from GUP Initiative. We do have Patricia and Elizabeth that have joined me on set. So let me start with Patricia. Good morning to you, and you're most welcome.
Good morning to you, Priscilla. I'm very humbled to be here today. My name is Patricia Ndikwani, and I'm a program associate with GUP Initiative Uganda. GUP Initiative Uganda is a young women-led organization that offers opportunities for girls to lead in their communities while offering a holistic education and economic empowerment and strategies to see that they live good lives and their well-being is uplifted. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Elizabeth, also known as Big Sister, you're most welcome to Morning at NTV.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm so privileged to see you this morning. Greetings to all the viewers watching right now. I thank God for this opportunity because many have not been able, but I've been able. I am a big sister at GUP Initiative Uganda.
Okay. All right. So as Big Sister, what does the International Day of the Girl Child mean to you and to the girls that you're big sister to?
Me as a big sister, it means a lot to me as a girl. It is a day we celebrate the girl child countrywide. It is a day I come to interact with other girls to find solutions to the challenges they face. It is a day where I share my experiences with other girls, empowering them and to hear their voices.
Okay. When you say experiences, what are those experiences that you have gone through?
Some of them are how I came. Those experiences I've had in my life, experiences that show really that girls are facing a lot in their way of living, in their families, at school. Girls need to have attention, need to be cared for, because they go through a lot. Girls are all females, and females come from girls. So if we want to help the next future of women, it begins with us, the girls.
Okay. All right. As a program associate in adolescent education, Patricia, what are those specific experiences that we can highlight girls actually generally go through?
Thank you so much. Girls are facing a lot of challenges as far as menstrual hygiene is concerned. There are girls out there who do not know that when you're putting on a pad, there is a certain period of time, you have to take it off. You know, we have girls experiencing rape. We have girls that are being abused and violated by their family members. There are girls who walk long distances to go and access education, and this puts them at a threat of sexual predators that could abuse them by defiling them. And of course, defilement in the African context brings with it a lot of stigma, and the girl's psychological well-being is affected. So the other challenge, the girls face quite many challenges. There are those that are working as maids. They have to fend for their own school fees. A girl has to do all the household chores, and then they have to go for education. This puts a toll on their abilities and what their expectations are to realize that life that they really want to be in the future.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, looking at the theme for this year's commemoration, investing in girls' rights, our leadership, our well-being. What are they referring to in terms of rights? And then why leadership and well-being this time round?
Okay. By starting with investing, we all know people invest in land, people invest in things with an expectations of greater outcomes. So when the theme tells us to invest, it is telling us to promote, to fulfill, and to respect the rights of children. We know these rights are being violated. Children are not receiving the quality education that they are meant to receive. Children are being left behind while the boys are being uplifted. So it is a continued expression for us to take a keen eye on seeing that these girls can access their rights, that girls can access quality health care. For example, matters to do with sexual and reproductive health education, to see that they can be able to afford quality education, to see that their psychological well-being is catered for. For example, how often do we check in with the children to know how they are doing? We all look at these children and we think they are children, they do not have any issues, but they need a supporting hand. They always need people to be there for them. So the theme really speaks to us to uplift the girls' rights. So as we can accord her a good quality education, we give her her rights to health, right to safety, so that we can achieve a well, wholesome young lady.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, big sister, when it comes to leadership and well-being, how do you understand those phrases?
Leadership, to me, leadership does not only mean having power and authority over others, but it also means mentoring and guiding other girls. For example, I, as a big sister, I get chance to mentor other girls at school and in the environment I live. Another example, I sitting here having a conversation with you, I'm a leader because I'm standing out, I'm speaking for those girls who have not got the opportunity to be here.
Wow, that's very inspiring. Okay, so how has GUP Initiative Uganda supported girls' rights and well-being altogether?
Okay, GUP Initiative Uganda's mission is to build a transformative movement of girls and young women through sexual and reproductive health education, leadership, and economic growth. And GUP Initiative Uganda has a strategic plan to see that by 2026, we would have promoted and contributed to an increased and sustained well-being of over 34,000 girls, women, and boys. GUP Initiative Uganda has a holistic education that is in school called the Adolescent Girls Program. In this program, the girls are skilled and they are given life skills, they are given leadership skills, they are given a platform to express themselves while letting them know about their rights. Through this, GUP has also contributed to sponsorships of many children, both in our Kampala program and in our Bukedya area program, because we scaled to Bukedya and we work with a very big number of young girls in that end. GUP Initiative Uganda has contributed to the rights of these young girls through giving them scholastic materials to see that there is retention of children in school, to see that they are very aware about their menstrual hygiene. And we have also, through the Big Sister Network, given girls a platform to lead. we've given girls a platform to mentor others, and in so doing, we are giving them their rights, we are giving them a voice to speak, just like Elizabeth is here today. We are very honored that she's representing the voices of all the other girls. GUP Initiative Uganda also has our Mazuri Designs Hub, a very social enterprise that creates beautiful African clothing, like the skirts we are adorning today. Yeah, it is also a vocational training for out-of-school girls. So we are trying to see that just as much as they cannot attain the formal education, we can engage them in skilling. It offers them tailoring, fashion and design skills so that they can be economically independent and they can sustain themselves. So well-being is very important for GUP Initiative Uganda. We also at GUP Initiative Uganda have a sexual, gender-based violence response and support that offers support to victims of rape, defilement, and by so doing we are safeguarding these girls' rights. And we are very honored and privileged to have partners such as KCCA. We work with village health trainers, we work with police officers to see that we can bring justice to these girls that have been violated. All of this is catering for the rights and well-being of young girls. And we also have our emergency line. I don't know, is it okay if I read it now? Yeah. For anyone out there who has a child who has been violated through rape or defilement, they can always call us, and we also offer psychosocial support. We have counselors, very professional counselors, that can take this girl through recovering their mental health, their mental well-being. The numbers are 0741 404 963, 0741 404 963, and the other is 0784 026 844, 0784 0268 844. Okay. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Patricia. That's a call to action, because in society, the reality of the matter is that your next door neighbor, someone in your community, someone in your society has suffered with, you know, rape, defilement, especially a young girl, and the help towards them is usually minimal. Even if you take it as a case to police, they take long to address it and attend to it. And all this time, this child is actually going through something. Now, back to the skills. Big Sister Elizabeth, what skills have you gained from GUP Initiative?
I've gained skills, life skills that are helping me. First, I've been able to improve on my self-esteem. Now I have high self-esteem. That's the reason why I'm confident. I've learned many things, many life skills that are helping me, even are helping other girls. For example, tailoring, the Mazuri design. It is helping me as a girl, that even when I grow up, I'm working, but I also have a side business that will support me economically and will also develop the country at large. Okay.
All right. So, Patricia, what specific actions do you suggest that stakeholders actually get involved in emphasizing the fact that girls' rights must be adhered to, and also create the importance of their participation as we mark this day?
Okay, I would love to first thank the government of Uganda for putting into place policies that protect girls' rights. And as community leaders, as other stakeholders, the parents, the schools, we always get laid back and we think the government is going to do all the work. However, it is a collective action. Everyone has a role to play. As a child, they have to respond and be responsible for the rights that are being accorded to them. I call upon the teachers to mold these girls, to bring about a gender-sensitive curriculum that does not only center greatness to men, because when they are teaching children, usually they attribute a doctor to being a male and they attribute a nurse to being a female, which is really wrong in this day and age. And I also call upon other entities, individuals out there, to support organizations like GUP Initiative Uganda that are trying to uplift the girls' rights, that are trying to see that girls can retain good education with funding. They can offer funding, donations, to see that this cause goes on. I call upon men to be allies, and boys to be allies, to be positive role models, and to also reflect this to the other men so that we can all join hands and we see that we raise a greater female movement that can really empower the whole world.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Big Sister Elizabeth, what is your message to the girls as we commemorate the International Day of the Girl Child?
Greeting all the girls in the name of Jesus Christ. My message to you is that cooperate with organizations that can help you, cooperate with your parents, be good children at home, don't misbehave. If you have an opportunity to something, participate where necessary, be of good help to your friends at school, be encouraging others, practice leadership wherever you are, and it will also improve on your vocabulary, your performance. It will also improve on the love people have for you. You gain confidence, you have high self-esteem, and another thing, you'll be popular. Thank you.
The last point. The last point is true. It's the reason why she's seated with us this morning. Be popular. All right. Speaking of which, as we close this conversation, Patricia,
yes.
2 weeks of commemoration of the International Day of the Girl Child. What are you going to be doing?
We started off by we have a Big Sisters network, like I informed you in the beginning, and we were doing quizzes, in-school quizzes, to ensure that these girls are aware of the day, and they're aware that they're being celebrated for how far they have come. So that is part of what has been happening, and we also intend to do the inter-school quizzes because these were per school. We are also having a very big celebration tomorrow at our GUP offices. Actually, it is today. At our GUP offices, we are celebrating the girl because we are a force, we are a movement to reckon with.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, Patricia and Elizabeth. And of course, today is International Day of the Girl Child. And so, to the girl child next to you as you traverse through this day, do something to commemorate them and, encourage them and uplift them and give them the esteem and the confidence that they need to be the leaders of tomorrow. And of course, put into consideration their well-being. When that is done and dusted, we're going to be having more conversations coming up. In our Kickstarter, we're going to be looking at the growing factionalization of Uganda's political parties, from UPC to DP. Now we're seeing it in FDC. Where does the trend continue? We'll be having pundits in that direction. Do stay with us.